what it is. It's your boy, Dutch, the Damon, and you now watching Damon Time with Dutch. On today's episode of Prison Stories Uncut, we over East Baltimore and B-Triple-C with it, man. Now, this situation took place over 20 some odd years ago. You had your boy down there trapped in that triple. But before I hop off in the story time mode, we're going to go ahead on and run the shout-outs down for the people that have been supporting the channel through Cash App, man. First up on the list, we got the sister Nicole Smith. This sister, loyal supporter. You know what I mean? Watch all my content. Sister, bless the channel through Cash App. Appreciate you, sister Nicole Smith. Next up on the list, we got the brother Young Swift. This brother blessed the channel through Cash App, letting me know he liked the content. Appreciate you, brother Young Swift. And last but not least, we got the brother Lil Fats. This brother a loyal supporter, you feel me? He don't just watch, he support. Sent his hard-earned money in and bless the channel through Cash App. Appreciate you, brother Lil Fats. Now that we got that out the way, let's get it. Yeah, man, so I can vividly remember, man, my first time being blessed with the presence of the biggest brother, man, Big Unc, the real boss of all bosses, who really established the good brothers. Who really established the good brothers in the state of Maryland. Prison system, you feel me? Back in the early 90s. You know what I mean? Like I told y'all before, Baltimore nigga brought the good brothers to Maryland because he was locked up out there in that Cali system back in the day. Came home, came back to Baltimore, the rest was history. But anyway, yeah, but like I said, man, when I first met Big Unc, man, I was down B-Triple, right? They had transferred him from over the penitentiary, which is right across the street from the B-Triple, because the administration in the penitentiary, the gang task force, was saying he had too much power over there. Man, this man, one thing about him, he bring all the black groups together when he on location. Unc don't play that. This man was in the penitentiary. He literally had the Good Brothers, the Bloods, the Crips, and any other black organization that was down there besides the Muslims. Had everybody on one page. Administration didn't like that. They packed his ass up, sent him across the street to B-Triple-C. And I just happened to be in the driver's seat over B-Triple-C at the time. That was my location. I was running the show. You know, Unc, as soon as he get over there, he don't come straight to me and ask me what's going on the location. He go to the people that's under me to make sure I'm doing the right thing. You know, he questioned them about me for real. Shit like, is he making sure everybody good? Is he looking out for y'all and all that type of shit? Which I respect for real. Because if he would have came to me, I could have just made it seem like everything was all right. So that was kind of smart for him to go to the underlings for real. But anyway, he talked to them even before he hollered at me. But once he did my background and hollered at all the little brothers and they told him I was good, I was treating them right and all that, I was a good leader, Unc came hollered at me, man, showed me big love. Say, man, I like what you doing over here. Everything running like how it's supposed to be. I ain't gonna lie, but he did rain on my parade a little bit. Because I told part of that story before. I was telling y'all how I had everything on isolation down there. Anything come over the wall and B-Triple-C, the good brothers was taxing it. Anything. Big Unc ain't like that. He told me, man, look, man, you gotta take your foot off them dudes' neck. Got to get a red team and a blue team a day where they can go over the wall tax-free. Now, if y'all watch my content, you remember I told that story. I was not happy about that, but I had to respect it. But once he told me that, I had to go ahead on and call a meeting, give the blue team a day where they could go tax-free, then give the red team a different day where they could go tax-free. But years later, now that I'm older, I understood it. But anyway, geez, so once I realized I had his blessing, I was just trying to impress Unc for real. Make him comfortable while he down there on my location. Shit, I never forget at the time, during this time, the good brothers was into it with the dudes from down on Glover Street for real, right? And there was a little dude who came in there from West Baltimore that was running with them. He was getting a lot of money in the street. He deceased right now too. But dude had came in, B-Triple-C, and he had an allegation on him because word was going around that he had something to do with one of the brothers getting hit. Brother didn't go ahead and pass away, but brother was still living, but the brother got hit bad, right? And the word was he was right there talking to the brother, and then as soon as he walked away, the brother gets hit up, shot all up and shit. So the brothers feel like he had something to do with that setup move, right? But they really ain't had no proof. I can remember we was in B-Triple-C and that dude came out in the yard. Unc told me go hide, let him bring him over there to us, and we walked around the track, us three basically, me, him, and Slim. And I can remember Big Unc telling yo, like, man, listen, all them dudes you was running around with uptown, where they at now? He told him, he said, look around, where they at now? I lied to you not. When Slim looked around, he ain't see nothing but good brothers staring at him. And we all was on point when Big Unc in the yard. Everybody his security for real. And I can remember Slim being like, Unc, I swear I ain't had nothing to do with that. Put it on everything I love. Unc, I had nothing to do with that. Big Unc told him like, all right, well, we're gonna call uptown, shake the bushes a little bit, find out if you had anything to do with that, right? Because if you did, I'm telling you right now, you're not gonna be safe in here. That's what Unc told him, straight to his face. Unc tell him, he said, the good brothers is very, very powerful. So for right now, you under the umbrella, you all right. But if the word come back, you had something to do with that, you ain't all right. Right at that moment, we all shook hands. He walked off and said he ain't had nothing to do with it. And then when he walked off, Unc told me, he was like, man, Dutch, this your location? He said, I know we just told him that, but it's really your call. We're gonna call uptown and see if he had anything to do with that. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna let you make the call. You can send him out of here, or you can let him walk. This your location. Needless to say, I did not want to make the wrong call with Big Uncle on location, so I let Slim walk for real, because we didn't have no proof. And I know if somebody would have got hit down there while he was in the jail, he would have got charged for ordering it. They would have automatically assumed he ordered it because they know who he is. But anyway, so I felt as though I made the right call. Yeah, so when Big Unc come in the triple, we laid down the red carpet for him, made sure he had his cell phone, food in his locker, everything, cigarettes, everything he wanted and needed. He had. Shit, well, after only being over the triple for a couple months, Unc probably was in the triple for like 60 days. Then one evening, I get a hysterical phone call from one of the brothers that's across the street in the penitentiary. You know we had them bikes. Brother called me like, bro, tell all the brothers on that location, hurry up, flush them phones, man. The feds over here, they grabbing everybody. And quick as he said that, the brother hurry up and hung the phone up. I'm looking at the phone like, what the feds? Shit, I did what I was told. He called me and told me because I was running that location. Shit, you know how you send out a group text to everybody? I sent out a group text to all the good brothers telling them, flush them phones right now. Because all the brothers had phones. He sent a text back, why and all that. I sent another text back, don't question it, just flush everything right now. In less than 15 minutes, the U.S. Marshals ran up and beat CCC. By the time they got up in there, we had flushed all the phones. But they wasn't coming in there for all of us. They only wanted Big Unc. Fucking feds, they came in, beat CCC, and got Big Unc up out of there, man. They grabbed Big Unc, put him in the Supermax underground, in the federal holding. The paperwork come out, they saying they trying to charge Big Unc for ordering hits while he in jail, all kind of murders and drug trafficking, all this old crazy shit, right? And in jail. I ended up getting knocked off with a cell phone and getting sent in the Supermax my damn self, right? But I wasn't in the federal side. But when we came out for our walks, they used to let us walk, but it was in cages outside. You had to go stand in the cage outside. There's a little basketball goal in there. You could hoop and all that, right? But my cage was right across from the federal holding cage. And when I get down there, rest in peace, Fat Raleigh, he was there in the federal holding cell. I mean, the cage outside. Rainbow was there. Good brother. I spotted Unc in the cage. I'm like, hey, Unc. And when he seen me, I guess because he older, his eyes, I don't know. Maybe he can't see too good, but when he saw me, he ain't recognize me, so he grabbed Rainbow like, who was that? I seen him when he did it. He was like, who that is right there? When he did that, I was like, damn, I guess you don't need that Murray's no more. Because I let him hold some Murray's hair grease when he was in BCCC with me, right? And he never had returned it. But when I got in the Supermax underground, he had cut his hair bald. He cut his dreads off. So I was like, yo, you don't need the Murray's now. And when I said that, he knew who I was. He was like, oh, man. He was like, what's up? What the hell you doing over here? I basically told him they knocked me off for the cell phone. But as soon as he seen that I was over there, he asked me, he was like, man, what happened with that C-Mo? He was talking about the bike, his bike that he left in the cell when the feds grabbed him. He thought the feds had his phone. I told him, I said, no, I told all the brothers flush everything, man. He was so happy when I said that because he thought they had his phone. He was like, man, that was good thinking, Dutch. That was a good move on your part, man. Appreciate you, man. I was proud of that moment. But one thing about Big Unc, niggas got a lot of shit to say. A lot of the other big brothers, when he ain't around, they used to run their mouth about Unc and shit. Like, they gonna do this, they gonna do that. As soon as Unc come around, crickets. Nobody got nothing to say. But long story short, Unc ends up going in the feds. All them murders and all that racketeering and all that shit, they was trying to hit him with ain't stick. Ended up serving a little time, came home. Was out for a little while. Big brother ended up passing away in a car accident, man. I'm just happy I was blessed to be in his presence. Get to know him, to talk to him. A lot of brothers didn't even get to meet the man. He gone now. Rest in peace, Big Unc.